Tonight we are hearing from the family of a Hoosier hero killed in the attack at the Kabul airport during evacuations in Afghanistan just last summer. On Friday, the U.S. military revealed the findings from an investigation into that attack. They say a suicide bomber acted alone and the deaths of 170 Afghans and 13 service members were not preventable. Fox 59's Courtney Spinelli has the reaction from the family of Marine Corporal Umberto Sanchez.
Based upon our investigation at the tactical level, this was not preventable.
More than 5 months after a deadly bombing outside the Kabul airport, investigators publicly revealed detailed and graphic findings into what happened after sharing with the families of the U.S. service members killed.
The Department of Defense sent a colonel to my house last week to bring us in person the findings, the final investigation.
22-year-old Logansport native, U.S. Marine Corps Corporal Umberto Sanchez was killed in the blast outside of Abbey Gate. Initial reports indicated a complex attack by both the suicide bomber and ISIS-K gunman.
At this point, I want to acknowledge that the investigation differs from what we initially believed on the day of the attack.
U.S. Central Command leaders now saying the attack was carried out by a single suicide bomber. On the day of the attack, the only entry to the airport was Abbey Gate, where Sanchez was said to have been helping children and adults flee to safety.
They didn't close the gate, but they didn't chicken out. They didn't run to the opposite direction. They went there, stayed at their post, and they stayed there until the last minute.
The investigation showed although military officials were aware of threats against Abbey Gate prior to the attack, they did not have information on when an attack might occur. Still, despite growing chaos, the gate was kept open late that afternoon until the explosion.
I'm going to be honest with you, I was upset.
But Sanchez's mother, Coral Braceno, says she knows she can't change what happened. And while it was difficult to learn where her son was standing when the bombing took place, she believes his final position was that he would continue helping others until he couldn't any longer.
What I want everybody to understand is how brave they are. Not just the 13, all of them.
Including the brave men and women who made it home to U.S. soil. She hopes every day people continue to recognize their sacrifices and work to honor those who didn't make it, like her son, who she misses so very much.
It just makes me so proud on how many lives he touched.
Courtney Spinelli, Fox 59 News.
The family of Corporal Sanchez has set up a scholarship fund in his name to continue honoring his memory, and we've shared all of that information on fox59.com.